Tap-off time is Saturday night at 8 when Channel 48 brings you live coverage of the 1981 PIAA Basketball Championship.
I love you, Martine.
Je t'aime. Je t'aime. Je t'aime.
Bravo! Just what everybody loves, a perfect ending. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl. It's an old formula, but still one of the best. Don't you agree, Gunther?
I really wouldn't know, Mr. Whitney.
You forgot one part of the formula, Sky. Boy meets rat, and boy throws rat out into the street.
It's all right, Gunther. I'm sure he was just attempting poetry. He didn't mean that literally, did you, Gavin?
Why don't you let your watchdog go, Sky? Maybe he wants to see what he can do without a Halloween mask and a couple of his pals.
Stay where you are, Gunther.
Yeah. Stay, boy.
We don't want you here, Sky. Leave us alone. Go away.
There has been an unfortunate misunderstanding, and I would like to set the record straight.
What are you gonna do? Deny, deny, deny?
Actually, no. You see, Gunther was responsible for your leg injury.
I didn't think you had the guts to admit it.
There's a catch. You can be sure of that.
Oh, no catch. Just an explanation. You see, Gunther never intended to break your leg, just as I never ordered him to do it, as you seem to think.
Oh, it's just a boyish prank, is that it?
It was a mistake, a gaffe. A prank, if you will, one that got out of hand.
It cost Gavin his career.
Well, I had a good long talk with Gunther, and I found out what happened and why. It seems that while I was dressing for the masquerade ball, I made some thoughtless remark about you, Gavin. I didn't care for you very much at the time, but I'm sure you can understand that since I was so crazy about Martine.
What was that thoughtless remark, Sky? Break a leg?
I really don't remember, but whatever it was, Gunther misinterpreted it. He's a very loyal sort, you know, and decided to do me a favor.
Oh, this is pathetic.
I'm not finished. Gunther then went out on the town, met a few drinking buddies, and under the influence of alcohol, decided to do me that favor, one that I had not ordered him to do. Isn't that right, Gunther?
It's like you said, Mr. Whitney, just like you said.
So, you see, we've had a very unfortunate misunderstanding, one that I've been sorry about ever since. All we have to do is understand that, and we can go back to square one, where we were all very happy. Weren't we, Martine?
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Zest, the deodorant bar that leaves no sticky soap film so you feel really clean. And by Era, the detergent that cleans your whole wash all by itself.
Dirt from Denver, Dallas.
Sis, your clothes get around more than I do.
We just jump in our van and go. Well, you ought to try it.
With 2 kids and a Cocker Spaniel.
Here.
Hey, you ought to try this.
Era? Well, nothing beats my powder.
So why this spray?
That is axle grease, and this is polyester.
And this?
Liquid for collars.
So if your powder needs help, why use it?
Well,
Era has ingredients like these. Era does it all by itself.
all this?
You bet.
Pants, collars, even that greasy blouse. Era did it.
All by itself.
Mind if I...
Take my Era? Will you take me too?
Era does it. All by itself.
Can the Zest tub test convince Shelley McIntyre to give up her soap? She's just drained and rinsed 2 tubs. In one, her soap. In the other, deodorant Zest.
My soap won't rinse off. I can feel the film on my tub, but the Zest tub, it just feels like a clean tub. I'm probably taking a shower and leaving half the soap on my body.
Then we asked Shelley to try Zest at home.
The Zest did lather well. It rinsed off really very easily, whereas my soap was just sitting on my skin. The Zest, you just get underneath the water and it rinsed right off. I felt cleaner. I felt a lot cleaner because I knew that it had rinsed off my body.
Give up soap and feel cleaner with deodorant Zest. Shelley McIntyre did.
Now I continue to use it instead of my soap. Zest has convinced me.
Yeah, come on in, Mike. I'll be just another second.
Mr. Gavin, all right with you?
Sure, that's fine.
At least the service is fast. And I have a stack of papers in my desk you wouldn't believe.
Well, look, if you're in a big hurry, I don't mind eating downstairs in the coffee shop. I'm not real hungry myself.
Did you have a late breakfast?
No, I've just been sitting around thinking about April. A little bit of anxiety, you know.
You still haven't heard from her?
Not directly. She's all right, though. Mrs. Timmons, her housekeeper, said she's called in periodically.
Well, that's reassuring.
Mike, I have a theory about her disappearance.
What's that?
What do you think? I'm beginning to feel that maybe April's disappearance has something to do with Nancy's disappearance.
In what possible way?
I don't know. I'm just clutching at straws, I guess.
Well, that's kind of an odd connection to make.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. Any word on Nancy?
Nothing conclusive.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I may be just clutching at straws myself. At least that's what Derek Mallory thinks.
You have new information?
I met Mallory this morning, and he showed me transcripts of the witnesses' statements concerning Nancy's trip to San Francisco. Reading them, I noticed a disturbing similarity in each and every one of them.
What's that?
The physical descriptions of Nancy were extremely vague. Now, I know that's not surprising. People usually don't give detailed descriptions.
We both know that.
But if it weren't for that Christmas present I gave Nancy, we might have questioned the reliability of those witnesses before.
But they remember the bracelet, Mike, and you did tell me it was one of a kind.
That's what I was told.
But now you doubt it.
Originals can be copied, and one original can resemble another.
Mike, I don't understand. What are you talking about? What are you trying to say?
Maybe the reason we couldn't find Nancy in San Francisco is because she never got that far.
But Mike, the ticket, it was used. You saw the receipt.
Tickets can be lost or stolen.
Well, the clerk at the gate who checked her in, he identified Nancy.
No, that was never really checked out. Why would it be? When a stewardess on the plane identified her? When 2 cab drivers in San Francisco claimed they saw her? Personally, I'd be very interested in finding that ticket clerk.
Oh, Mike, they have a terrible restaurant at the airport. Who's hungry?
If I smoke, Mrs. Carr?
Oh, no, please. Please, I don't get enough fresh air as it is.
Come on, give me a break. We're stuck with each other, remember?
Look, Dr. Bryson told you not to smoke in here, didn't he?
So what is this? A lousy conspiracy? All right, I'll step outside.
I've been looking all over for you. Where you been?
What for?
What's going on in here? Why's that door always
It's none of your
locked?
business. It's none of your business.
Hey, man.
Hey, it's none of your business. You look lousy.
Yeah, so would you if you had my hangover. What a night, man.
You just don't know how to drink. You start too early and you quit too late.
I don't even know when I quit. I hit the bed like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, well, just consider yourself lucky.
Hey, you catch any flack about last night from Featherstone and Bryson?
If I did, you would have heard about it by now.
Everything's cool then, okay? No problem?
Hey, we got rid of the chicks. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you mean you took care of the chicks, both of them.
You were in no condition to handle this situation, Wally.
Hey, listen, Sharkey, nobody asked you to handle my chick. I know what you did, man. You made a move on June, didn't you?
Who, me? Hit on somebody else's girl? Do I look like that kind of guy, huh?
June is mine, Shark.
Well, you got good taste.
Too bad she doesn't, huh?
Come on, lay off. I said lay off. Now you listen to me. I saw her first. I'm gonna get there first.
Smooth, fresh, creamy milk. That's the gentle beginning of cheese that tastes deliciously mild. The beginning of Casino Swiss. The result is a natural cheese with no preservatives. The result is a mild cheese with a smooth, even texture. The result is a variety of Casino cheeses, each with its own distinctively mild flavor. Each with the same beginning, fresh, creamy milk. Ask for Casino cheeses from Kraft. They're mildly incredible.
Potatoes are just potatoes, a tuna's just a fish, and a sandwich is a poor thing till the mayonnaise makes it rich.
When it's the mayonnaise that makes it Kraft. When it's the mayonnaise that makes it Kraft. At Kraft we're making mayonnaise that's real and smooth and rich. At Kraft with every egg we break, we toast your favorite dish. When it's the mayonnaise that makes it Kraft.
Hey, calm down, calm down. I did you a favor last night.
How, by taking June off my hands? You stuck me with Ginger, you took June.
I saved your big, ugly hide, that's what I did.
Oh, yeah? How you figure that, man?
You like this job, don't you?
Yeah, sure, I like it. It pays good.
Damn right it pays good, and work's easy too, right? You wouldn't want to lose it, would you?
Hey, Shark, you don't forget who got you your job here, baby.
I'm not forgetting it. That's why I did what I did. That's why I got June and Ginger out of there before Doc Featherstone caught them.
Yeah, I only wish I could remember exactly what happened.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you exactly what happened. You and Ginger got more interested in emptying the bottle than playing spin the bottle.
Wait a minute, man. Ginger was your date. You know, June was supposed to be mine.
Yeah, but you and Ginger passed out cold. What were we supposed to do, go watch TV?
Oh, yeah, so then you took her to the next room. That's that little party, yeah?
The only thing that happened was Doc Featherstone barges in, and I told June to hightail it down the back stairways.
Yeah? Well, okay. I'm gonna take your word for it this time, Shark.
You better. I wouldn't want anything to come between us. Especially some dumb chick, you know?
All right. Only the next time we party, June is with me, understood?
Understood. Yeah, but we gotta cool it with these parties for a while, you know?
Yeah, I guess we better.
Don't worry, it'll happen again, okay?
Wait a minute.
What?
Tonight's your night off, right?
So?
So you stay away from my girl.
Hey, come on. Hey, the operation, how'd it go?
Oh, yeah, it's all over. I gotta go clean up the OR, my favorite job.
Have fun. You okay, Mrs. Clark?
How was your smoke?
You know, I didn't even light up on you. See, I'm trying to cut down.
Did you, find out anything about the operation on Mr. Gideon?
Gideon. Never heard of the guy.
You did a fine job, Kenneth. As always.
Thank God that's over.
I'll have Wally stay with him until the anesthesia wears off and he regains consciousness.
You know, the man's in reasonably good physical condition for his age. I certainly hope he's a fast healer. I'll be only too happy to see the end of Mr. Kincaid.
And not just him, Kenneth.
Flowers smell fresh.
They're plastic. The fresh scent's my new dishwashing liquid.
But why not Dawn?
This smells better. Clean and fresh.
The fresh scent's great, but you'll need Dawn to clean this mug, especially after that greasy pan.
No problem.
We'll see. Hey, water doesn't feel greasy. Are my hands? Hey, mug looks great. Okay, what is it?
New fresh scent Dawn.
Watch. Half a cup of grease added to dishwater. Dawn breaks up grease, surrounds it, takes grease out of your way, helps keep it from settling back.
Flowers smell fresh.
It's new fresh scent Dawn.
Dawn takes grease out of your way.
And now, it smells better than ever.
Coach Hawkins, what are you doing in home ec?
Washing the team's uniforms for the second time.
Washing twice? What are you using?
This.
A so-called bargain? Not a smart play, Coach.
Oh, but I saved a lot.
By washing twice, some saving. This is home economics, Coach. We use Tide so we get clothes clean first time around.
On tough, muddy dirt like that?
Sure. Is this as muddy as that was?
Oh, you bet. All my guys are tough.
Oh, Tide'll beat it with just one wash.
Hey, Tide won.
Even after you wash this twice.
Tide was the clean winner 2-1.
Coach, the smart money's on Tide.
Extra Action Tide, the best detergent on American soil. It's a real cleaning bargain.
2-1.
I wish you wouldn't talk that way, Beth.
I'm a realist, Kenneth.
So am I. And that's why I know this solution that you and that animal Sharkey are proposing is completely unworkable.
Ah, you mean the mechanics of it?
I mean the reality of it. Oh, damn it, Beth. What you're proposing goes against every principle I believe in.
Oh, my goodness. That's a word we haven't used in a long time.
Yeah, we'll solve this problem another way. We must.
How, Kenneth? By offering Mrs. Carr a share of Gideon's $1 million fee? Do you really think she's bribable?
I have no idea. I don't know the woman.
Oh, but you know about her. She is a reporter, Kenneth. She likes to snoop, and then she writes about what it is that she finds out. Also, she is an attorney's wife. The district attorney's wife.
I know all that.
Do you really think there is a possibility, the smallest possibility, that she will keep her mouth shut about all this?
This is what some people might consider wrong.
Kenneth, this is a crime. Aiding and abetting a fugitive is a crime. Now, we both knew that from the beginning. It's not the first time that your talents have been put to this use, but it will be the last time if Mrs. Carr leaves the Rexford Clinic alive.
That's quite enough. You may have made up your mind that she must be neutralized. I haven't.
Well, what is the alternative, Kenneth? Please, just tell me.
We'll find another solution, Beth.
I hope this Wilton character can be found. His manager said he was out on his lunch hour.
As important as it is for me to get back to the office, this takes priority. I'm willing to wait.
You the gentleman who wanted to see me?
Mr. Wilton?
That's correct.
I'm Mike Carr, and this is my friend Draper Scott.
Oh, how do you do? Mr. Wilton, I wondered if we could talk to you for a moment. Over here?
Sure. Oh, I'm pleased to meet you both. I was doing some shopping in the arcade when I heard the page. I hope you weren't waiting too long.
No, not too long.
Well, this is quite an honor for me meeting our new district attorney. I'm only sorry it couldn't have been more pleasant circumstances that brought us together. It was a terrible thing about your wife, vanishing on the West Coast the way she did.
That's what we'd like to talk to you about, Mr. Wilton.
Well, I'd be more than happy to assist you, but I'm not sure I can.
Well, you were on the gate for Flight 712 to San Francisco, the one that Mrs. Carr was supposed to take?
That's right.
We'd like you to think back and tell us whether you're positive, and I do mean positive, that you actually did see my wife get on that plane.
She did. But to the best of my knowledge.
No, look, there's no room for doubt in this matter. It's too important.
Well, we are talking about a flight that took place a couple of weeks ago.
Does that mean that you're not certain?
Well, I'm sure you can appreciate that a person in a job such as mine sees literally hundreds of faces each day. Unfortunately, I don't have a photographic
look,
memory.
Wilton, please, try to remember. Did Mrs. Carr get on that plane?
In retrospect, I'd have to say the only thing I really remember seeing is Mrs. Carr's name on the passenger manifest. Well, and maybe I wouldn't remember that if it wasn't for later events.
At least you're being frank.
Just not very helpful, right?
Perhaps more than you know. Mr. Wilton, this is a photograph of my wife. Does that help you recall anything?
I'm afraid it doesn't.
That's all right. Mr. Wilton, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I'd better get back to my counter.
Thanks for your time.
I do hope they locate your wife, Mr. Carr.
Thank you. Draper, I meant what I said. What that man told us may be very important.
Mike, he told us nothing. The guy didn't remember anything.
Sometimes not remembering can be just as revealing. In this case, it tells me that Nancy may never have used that ticket.
Wait a second. Are you saying she never left? Well, what's your point?
Maybe it's just wishful thinking. But Nancy may never have been aboard that flight.
All right, Gunther, you can take Martine's bag down to the car now. We'll be down later.
Leave that bag right here.
Well, we've ironed out our differences. I see no reason why things can't be the way they were.
I hate to repeat myself, Sky. I think I've told you I won't be back.
Angel, I came here to lay out the facts before you and Gavin so that we can put this unfortunate incident in perspective and deal with matters at hand.
Everything is changed now.
I said I was sorry. What more can I do?
You could leave us alone.
Gavin, let's be practical. The things we're talking about are ancient history. There's nothing we can do to change that.
Unfortunately.
I want you to look at the future that's on the horizon. All we have to do is take advantage of it.
We don't want anything from you.
You are two reasonably intelligent adults. If you overturn the apple cart now, you stand to lose an awful lot more than you can gain. A broken leg is going to seem like nothing compared to the harm you'll be doing yourselves if you remain obstinate.
Are you threatening us?
Oh, no. Perish the thought. I just want you to look at the opportunities before you. The Whitney Dance Company can be a springboard that'll vault the both of you to stardom. Now, why don't you take advantage of it?
We'll seek our fame and fortune elsewhere, Sky. Thanks a lot.
Martine, you know, you're good, but you're not that good. If you think you can just walk into another starring role at a different troupe, you've got another think coming.
Well, I'll take my chances.
And Gavin, do you really think that people are going to open up their hearts and give a break to a choreographer who can't even do a dime step? Is that what you think?
We'll manage without the Whitney Dance Company.
Yes, it doesn't seem too much to me like a bargain.
Doesn't it mean anything to you? Didn't it ever?
Oh, yes, it did. A lot to both of us.
And it can still be yours. All we have to do is let bygones be bygones. Is it a deal?
Yes, it's a deal. There's only one condition, though. I'll come back to the Whitney Dance Company, but not to Mr. Whitney. That's my deal.
All right. I see now that common sense won't work. So maybe I'll try something else, like the truth. How would you like that, Martine?
The dog, the telephone, the children, the doorbell.
Calgon, take me away!
Let Calgon Baths take you away from it all. To a world where lush fragrances and soft, silky waters caress your body, relax your mind. It's another world in a Calgon bath. Fragrant Calgon Baths. Lose yourself in luxury.
Ready for dinner, are you? Oh, I love this dog. And I want him to have what I feel is best for him. Alpo beef-flavored dinner with lots of meat protein. You know, there's as much meat protein in a single serving of Alpo Dry as there is in 7 ounces of the finest sirloin. I think your dog will like it as much as this fella does. Alpo beef-flavored dinner. As much meat protein in a single serving as in a 7-ounce sirloin.
Fred is sure the ring Lamont gave to him is hot. Find out on Sanford & Son tonight at 7. Then later, Oscar sets his goals high when he tries to date a princess. Gene Simmons guest stars on The Odd Couple tonight at 11 on Channel 48.
You're sure that you know everything, aren't you, Gavin?
Get to the point.
You know, I'm a few years older than you and infinitely wiser. And I can tell you this, nobody ever knows the whole truth. For example, did you know that I met Martine long before you ever laid eyes on her?
This is a foolish game, Sky. There's no need for this.
Are you trying to get me jealous?
Did you?
Not only did I know that you met Martine once, I even know where. In Paris. Martine told me.
Well, aren't you the open and honest young lady?
All right. You've said everything you wanted to, right? Just get out of here.
You know, Gavin, I'd be curious to know just what Martine told you about that meeting.
Stop it!
Oh, no. It's too late to stop it now, Martine. I'm truly sorry if you're not enjoying our little game of truth or consequences.
Don't listen to him. He's lying. He lies all the time.
I don't know what happened when you first met. I never thought it was any of my business.
As it turns out, Martine was performing. She was dancing the night that I met her, as a matter of fact.
So what?
Now, here comes the truth part, Gavin. The gospel truth.
Oh, you're a miserable person, Sky. Despicable. I hate you.
I'm listening.
The truth is, there's more to our lovely and talented Martine Duval than meets the eye. Not only is she quick on her feet, she's also very good at sleight of hand.
What the hell are you trying to say?
I can tell you in one sentence, Gavin. Martine Duval is a criminal, a thief.
Come on, let's have a wiener roast. You don't need to build a fire. All you need to roasted hot dog, Oscar Mayer.
Yes, Oscar Mayer roasts each hot dog for real roasted flavor. So anywhere you cook up an Oscar Mayer hot dog, you've got a wiener roast.
Yes, the roasting made our hot dog #1 from coast to coast. When you've got an Oscar Mayer,
You got a wiener roast. It's time for a good breakfast, Mr. Jones. What'll it be? Life cereal? What's cinnamon life cereal? Mommy says they're both good for you. Good for me? I don't want to be the patient. Here we are, Mr. Jones. Cinnamon life. You like it? He likes it.
Life cereal and Cinnamon Life. Nutritious you know, delicious they know.
Hey, I'm supposed to be the patient.
Saturday night at 10, David Frost presents the Guinness Book of World Records, a televised special of the funniest, most bizarre, and astonishing feats of human endeavor ever recorded. Now stay tuned as Samantha Eggar guest stars on The Love Boat next on Channel 48.